Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 9, the final episode of Sable. Hope everyone is starting off or having a fantastic day today already. Whether you're watching live, you're watching on YouTube, or you're watching the VOD, I appreciate you watching. Suki, thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate it. I hope I will catch up with you and your horde night a little bit later. So we are standing here with our amazing new bike in this area here. We're heading over here to this blue diamond. I finished all those, what are they called? These Hikaric ring artifacts. And so we have to go over there and talk to some guy. And in 2 days, 2 in-game days time, we get some sort of a reward for that. So I wanted to start off there so that we can get that going, or so I understand. Alright, let's see. Here's our Hikaric rings guy. Mysterious shrine. Like, I don't know how you would have found this. It would have been so hard to find this organically. I looked it up and marked it on my map because I knew I wasn't going to be able to find it. Okay. Oh, here's our little guy right here. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's another thing over there. Every time I meet another machinist, my mind wanders back to Sizzo. I wonder if she's hearing of my travels through whatever network connects their guild. I wonder if she's proud. I think of her now as I greet this stranger. Oh, I love meeting gliders. Come here, come here. What's your name? I approach and tell her I'm Sable. Sable? Sounds a lot like table. You get that a lot? I'm gonna say she probably doesn't. This is the first time. I tell her this is the first time. Really? First thing I thought of. First thing. Anyhow, my name's Fur. Sounds like fear, right? Does it? Wait, does it? Fear. I was saying fur. Fear. Okay. Sounds like deer, too. She looks thoughtful. I mean, I guess. Anyway, I didn't call you over to talk rhymes. I called you over to show you something you're going to love. I'm pretty deep into historical stuff. Ruins, old-timey ships, the old books. All the old monumentalist leftovers, you know? I nod. Well, recently I've deciphered a few monumentalist texts, which points to some sort of synergistic structures positioned all across the world in all different deserts. I mean, that the text suggests they're responsive, more than simply statues or slabs of rocks or whatever their form. The text suggests they record data or somehow interact with people. So that's what they're talking about. If you've watched watched me play any of this, there are these rings that you ride through on your bike and they light up. And when you ride through a whole series of them, this little building comes together and you go in the building and you get this Hikaric ring, or however you say it. But I think it's something else, something way more fun. I ask what she thinks they are. I think they're a game. Seems we have this thing, everybody does, where we look to the past and we assume they were all work and no play. Because all we see, all that persists, is their labor. Ships and logs and tools and things. But fun. Fun's ephemeral. Jokes disappear. Doodles get lost while art survives. So we lose it all and we go on assuming they never had any. I'm not sure if I agree with that. So, if you've got the time in the inclination glider, I'd recommend you keep your eyes open. Oh, I guess you were supposed to do this first, but I've already done all the rings. You keep your eyes open for monumentalist architecture that seems suspicious or strange and responsive somehow. I'd say a glider on a bike's the perfect person to test my theory if you're up for it. Good, thank you. I'll try to keep deciphering my records. Report back what you find, please, and if you sort out the game, I hope you enjoy it. She called me Table. Okay, I have done all of them already, so, yeah. The ring-shaped artifact I found looks like it would fit in the pedestal. Oh, it's So we're going to put all these in here. Maybe it's a puzzle. Neato. Okay. I can't imagine having to come. It's going to be hard enough to come back to this place one more time because it was so hard to get in here. Okay, that's all 6 of them. An ancient race. I should speak to the machinist at the mysterious shrine. I guess this is fear we're going to speak to. You're a lifesaver, Sable. That's all the inscriptions. The first 2 suggest they might be instructions to build something, I think. But the third part seems to be where all the good stuff is. I ask what she means by good stuff. The why and what of it all. Why are we building this and what are we building? I suspect this is a bit of a treasure hunt, and you were meant to make your own prize. In which case, part of the game is solving the third clue. So I think your work is done for now and mine begins. Give me a few days, Sable. I reckon I can crack this soon. I tell Fear I'm keen to see what she comes up with, and we say goodbye for now. Okay, well hopefully the game is going to tell us when it's time to come back. Okay, so Fear says the first 2 are instructions, and the third one is the prize. I swear that picture looks like something we've seen in this game. Okay, cool. I'm going to go out one of the little slots and see if I can remember where it is for when we come back. Come back soon. Come on, I want you to do it right now. Right now. I want it now. We need to get up to the top of this cartographer balloon, which is the only one we haven't managed to do. So let's start that. I have to say, even with the walkthrough, I'm not feeling terribly confident, but... Oh, look, there's a worm in there. All the times we've done that... Oh, no, I think that's an empty one. I was going to say, like, how could we possibly have missed it? But we didn't. That's one we collected already. All right, here we go. This is the only one I could not figure out how to get up on it. We'll see about jumping off the top and see if that hits the jump off a high place achievement. I'm not going to get all the achievements in this game. I know I'm not, because we have to get all 165 chum eggs, and we've only found 61 of them. But I figure I might as well pick off the low-hanging fruit. Okay, it's starting. This part is the part that I haven't figured out how to get past here. So from this point forward, I looked up on YouTube. I have a YouTube for. Whoops, okay, we gotta go over there. To say, I don't think I ever would have figured it out. Maybe I would have. This yellow screen here helps. Like if you're jumping... Oh, look, there's a chum egg right there. If you're jumping to where those containers are. I know, part of me is like, don't worry about it. You don't care. You're never going to get 20 more anyway. But part of me's going, go get that chum egg. Okay, this is where I bailed out last time. So let's go around here before I resort to looking at the YouTube. See if we can see anything that would give us any guidance about where we're supposed to go. I wonder if we can climb up on here. Let's see. This might be it. I feel like this probably is right, but man, can I run up on that? I'm gonna find out. Ugh. Yes, yay! I think we're getting it. Boy, I'll tell you what, even with obviously openly admitting to the help of the YouTube, I still feel like successful. For this one was so hard for me. It's really kind of convoluted and yeah, just challenging. Alright, and we're not there yet. Let's see. Is there a ladder over there, I hope? I hope this is right. Yeah, yo. I hope there's a ladder over here. Oh, yes. Yay. Up. Yeah, this one took you all around. It just was so indirect, I think is why I had such a hard time with it. Doing it now makes it seem obvious that you're just following the path of those containers and whatnot, but yeah, it didn't seem obvious to me, clearly. Let's see if there's any chum eggs back here. I'm surprised that there isn't. Nope. Okay. Let us proceed. I can hardly imagine the walkthrough if you were trophy hunting and you decided that you were going to get all the eggs. Man, it would be long, and hats off to whoever wrote it, and golly, how hard it would be to do that. You spend so much time running from egg to egg to egg. Silversong, who told me she did it, said that it got a little tedious, but she did do it. I'd be curious to see. Yay, we made it! I'd be curious to see what your stamina thing looks like with all. Well, we came up here at midnight with your stamina fully maxed out. There's probably some up there, maybe. Although maybe not, because you can't usually climb up on the metal. All right, here's this guy. Our last map. Yay! I greet the cartographer. Surprised you didn't hurt yourself getting all the way up here. Guess you're stronger than you look. Pardon me? I lean in and ask the cartographer to repeat themselves. I said, I guess you're stronger than you look. Fair enough. I decide not to press the issue and to see that freely behind my mask. Can I buy a map? Okay, let's trade. Yay, the Sodic Waste map. Woohoo! Yeah, I don't need that cartographer badge because we already have the cartographer mask. But look, yay, that's our last piece of the map. Woohoo! Alright, very cool. Alright, I said I would just bail off of here without using my glide. Oh, this gives me a little vertigo. Okay, here we go, you guys. Bye! Man, hard to watch. Splat. Nope. I wonder if it's the worm. I wonder what gives it to you then, what you have to jump off of. I should have Googled that. And then this, which we have no idea what it is. I just saw it on somebody's map when I was Googling how to figure out the things I hadn't done yet, and I thought, and it's a structure that's on the map. I hadn't seen it. Sure enough. Whatever this is it. Thieving Magpie Well. Oh my goodness gracious. This is a big old thing that we've never visited. Alrighty, let's see what's going on here. And is there going to be a guy down there that's going to... Oh, we have not caught that bug. I don't think. I think that's a bug we've never gotten. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. So like those, when I didn't catch them... Come on, go down. Maybe she can't go down. Maybe she can only go up. I just haven't worried about how to catch them. I haven't given that much thought. The butterflies just stay put. Alrighty. Well, I don't see anything to explore on this level. Nice. That is a perfect thing to be doing on a Saturday. I'd be down to give it a whirl with ya. Is there a way? Yeah, there we go. Yeah! Oh, this is just a platform. I want to get... Yeah, I want to get over there. It looks like there's something... There's a little wall here that you can get behind. So I can pointlessly run around it. Oh, look, here's a lock with a lever. Uh-oh. Things are maybe gonna happen. Where is the key to that, I wonder? Okay. So we know we got a locked door on this level. Alright. No great revelation on this level. There are a lot of these butterflies, that's for sure. Okay. Let's see what's over there. Chumag in there. I wonder if we can go all the way around the other way. Alrighty. So we need 15 more to get another bump of stamina. Not hugely relevant to how much of the game we have left to play, but still, we'll take the ones we can find. Or if it's just not that. It's just exactly what we are doing, which is we find it and then we're running around in it to try to figure out the mystery of it. Okay. Alright, let's get over here. See what she has to say for herself. She's doing some yoga or something. Climber Micah. Ooh. I wonder if we do get a quest from her. That might get us our climber mask. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He looks worse for wear, and there is a deep exhaustion in his voice, but all I feel is relief. It's clear he's in a bad way, and I shudder to think what might have become of him had I not shown up. Oh no. My name's Micah. I came down here looking for something, and I fell. I tell Micah my name is Sable, and I ask if he thinks he can walk. No, not enough to make my way out of here at least. It's why I dragged myself over here thinking I might use the crane. But I can't access the controls, which are behind that locked room that we found. I wonder aloud if I could access the controls, and Micah digs around in his pocket until he finds what he's looking for. A key. He holds it up. I found this key. It should let you in. From there, you can use the crane. I'm sorry I can't help more. I feel so useless. Thank you, Sable. You're really kind. I tell him it's no matter and that he isn't useless, and then I take the key and go. Alrighty, where did we see that locked room? And most importantly, how are we going to get back up there? No, here it is right here. Sweet. Yay! Anything else in here worth getting before we help this poor guy? could jump on the crane as it goes by so that we can get a lift out too. Oh, he's right here now. Uh-oh, well now what do we do? He's only this high. Micah bounces a little. Sable, yes, whatever you did there, it seems to be working. Keep at it. Oh, so I have to do it again. Okay. We haul this poor dude up out of this well, and the control we found only got him halfway. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yay! Here he comes. Woohoo! This is a really pretty game. You just finished. Oh, Catch, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good evening and a great rest of your weekend. Alright, let's go see. We were thinking this guy's going to give us a badge now for helping him. You betcha! Of course, of course. Sable, how can I ever thank you? You can give me a badge. I wouldn't say no to a little token. I can't say that. Go home and apologize to Bashir. Of course. I tell Micah he needs to go home and apologize to Bashir. So I think this is a quest we didn't actually have. I think we just stumbled on it. Oh, I will. I'll be apologizing to Bashir for days. He deserves it. And I'll try not to worry him again ever. But I do want to at least give you something. Yay! I'm going back to 5 Bells Camp. Should be fine. Walking's a little easier than climbing right now. You're my savior, Sable. If you ever decide to become a climber, you've got my endorsement. Take care, all right? I tell him I will, and we say a fond goodbye. 5 Bells Camp. Yeah, I think we completed that quest, but I don't think we ever actually had that quest. I think we just happened to find that guy at the bottom of the well and save him. So let's hop on our bike and go find that place. It is, whoops, blue? It's silly. Oh, have we not found this place? It's not on the map, but it's not saying, hey, welcome to 5 Bells Camp. Climber Micah, I can't thank you enough for your help there. That's the guy we just saved out of the well. Okay, cool. What else have we? Check our email. Pretty sure we don't have any. Who is this? Bashir looks ready to hug me. Thank you so much. I don't know what you said to him, but he has given up solo climbs unless they're very safe. I tell Bashir I didn't say much to dissuade Micah. A bit of slippery moss did the work for me. He laughs and thanks me again. I'm really happy to have him home. Thank you. I wish Bashir and Micah the best, and I go on my way. Let's go to this one. Get our climbing mask. Alright, here's the mask caster tent right here. Let's go get our mask. Claim the climbing mask. This is a really weird animation here. Kind of all groovy and LSD trippy. I think this is the one that looks like a little lizard head or something. Okay. Got the climber mask. Yeah, I don't think we'll be wearing that. So far I haven't been too crazy about any of the masks. They're all sort of odd looking. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go to the Shadow of Neve and see if we can sort that out. That's the only one of these and that we don't have left. And that'll finish the ancient race storyline. It wasn't a good YouTube walkthrough because it was too much jumping around and I couldn't figure it out. So now I have a written walkthrough, which is not very many steps, so we'll see if it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. See if I can even remember how to get in. My perpetual problem. Hey, Silver Song, how are you? Happy Saturday. Welcome in. We are on the last day of Sable. We're back in the Shadow of Neve. I have a walkthrough, and we are going to figure this out. You know, I'm always a little bit, over here. I'm always a little bit both, ambivalent about it. Like, I'm always kind of sad to finish a game and stop living in that world. But I'm also always excited to start the next one. So we're playing Spiritfarer next. And I'm excited to start that game. Oh, I have that on my list, Silver Song. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it on my list. Number one, that didn't help us. It said float over and get the battery on the catwalk. Ah, perhaps this way? Get this scrap while we're up here. And then there's this one right down here, so maybe this is what they meant. Is there anything over there we care about while we're up here? So chunk this one down. Hey Sassy, happy Saturday. How's it going? Okay, we're gonna put this one in. It's going good. We are finishing this game. Just following a walkthrough for this puzzle because I cannot figure it out. This seems like the right side of the door, doesn't it? Wait a minute. Doesn't it seem like the right side of the door? He says place it in the left side of the door. Yeah, and then someone else Silly redeemed hers. So after your game, we're going to play Life is Strange. So we've got 3 in a row going right now. Okay, wait a minute. How is that going to work? Because I'm not going to be able to get that battery. I think I got it. I think. And that was an IGN walkthrough. Bad IGN. Your walkthrough didn't work. Oh, it flings right over. How is that gonna work? Oh, it went up there this time. Okay, sweet. Okay, so without me interfering, it went right where I wanted it to go. I think we got it. Okay, that's that side, and then we can take this one, get down there on that catapult, and get flung to the other side, and we'll have it. And that will finish this quest line. I'm assuming we're going to have to go back to the whale and have some final interaction with the original Saren, but I don't know that. Whoops, pick it back up. Ooh. Yay! Yeah, I gotta say, IGN, that was a pretty crap walkthrough. And we got the Shadow of Neve accomplishment. That was the only one of these I could not figure out. Alright, let's hear the last story. I say hello to Saren. Sable, your security clearance has been updated. This is going to give us the bike, I think, that's behind the other locked door in the whale. Please proceed to the whale to authenticate. You have unread messages, Sable. Here are your unread messages. The text on screen remains a mystery, but this time I barely look at it. If it's lost to me, then so be it. I want to hear more. This time, Captain Singh sounds different. Older? Up and running for 15 local years. Wow, so they crashed 15 years ago now. I think that's about 20 in Earth time. Radiation levels are approaching critical and only rising. Between that and the lack of breathable air, even our children's children will need protective gear to do so much as walk between ships. Deacon finally gave up the ghost last week. Age, nothing more. Just time. We've been lucky that way, I think. Guy never gave up on a corporate rescue mission. I'll give him that. It's stupid. Even if they were floating around up there, they have no way of getting down here, at least as far as we know. That stuff in the atmosphere? Who knows? Singh pauses for a moment and sighs to himself. So 20 years they were on this planet. Saren, I'll be shutting down your primary functions in order to preserve power. You'll be booted up once every few years to try and send some long-range comms, but that's a job I leave to future generations. This way you'll have enough power to sustain yourself for a few hundred spins around this star. Hell, maybe more if anybody can figure you out. There's a break, and I think it's over, but I'm sorry things ended up this way. I had hoped better for us than to be stranded on a planet that wants to kill us, but won't let us leave. Maybe you'll be able to make sense of this one day. But if anyone asks, in whatever century, tell them I tried my best. Now I need to go take care of my people. For what it's worth, sir, I quite like the masks. Oh, that explains why we're all wearing masks. Singh laughs, and it's sad but sweet. Thank you, Saren. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. The recording shuts off abruptly, leaving me wondering. I take a minute to collect my thoughts, and then I say goodbye too. No unread messages. Oh, wow, that's very cool. Wow. That is pretty cool. What a neat way to tell this story of how these people came to be on this planet. Of course, they need more than masks if it was high radiation, but still, I like it. Neat. All right, now we need to go to the whale and get our reward. Oh. That one with the big red spot on it, you would think I might be able to remember that. There we go. Look at that. All our little deals are up and running. Whoa. Guess what, Saren? We did it. Yeah. I say hello to Saren. We got Amateur Historian achievement. You've recovered data from all 6 ships on this planet. Thank you, Sable. I'm beginning to understand. Saren trails off, an edge of doubt betraying their otherwise emotionless figure. You now have full clearance, Sable, granting you complete access to the whale facility. Yeah, we're going to get this cool bike over here, although I really like the bike I have. The bike in the chamber looks shiny and new, despite being ancient. I ask Saren if it's really for me. Yes, Sable, there's nothing stopping me from granting you full access to my facilities. Please avail yourself of this transport device. I assure Saren that I will use it to come visit as often as I can, and I say farewell to Saren. Neato, man. Alrighty. Let's check it. Ooh, it's pretty fancy. whale ship bike wing. Kept in the whale for an incomprehensibly long time. As it switches states, the mechanisms glide fluidly in a satisfying fluid movement. Okay, that's not a great sentence. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're just taking the parts. Okay. Perfectly preserved in the whale, the front of this bike is made from familiar-looking metals. I wondered how it was going to work that we had two bikes. Molded with precision, impossible for humans to replicate. And we get the Bike Collector achievement for having 10 bike parts now. An inaudible vibrating hum emanates from the sleek surface of this part. When you put your hands on it, it feels alive to every subtle movement made by the driver. I wonder what the stats are for the whale bike. That one? It's pretty cool. The one I have right now I like really well, but yeah, I don't have a lot of bike experience. Alright, you guys, let's go do the ending. I think what we're supposed to do is go back to our home place. At the ewer. I'm assuming we can still do all this stuff. I can still do this stuff after. Whoops. Which is right here. As the ibex camp draws closer, the imagined threshold between home and gliding is palpable. It reminds me of coming in from a sandstorm so fierce. Hey, JQ! Happy Saturday to you, too! That the grains have whipped through the air and through your clothes. You peel off the layers of sand-beaten fabric and marvel at the dust on your skin, the bits that manage to get through despite every precaution. We're just finishing this game. And though you feel so grateful to be home and so comforted by the safety of the indoors, you can't help but smile, nostalgic as you wash the sand away. What an adventure you've had, and it was only for you. Am I ready to choose my mask now? There's no going back if I do. I know me, and generally when I finish a game, I never go back and like pick up stuff, even though I say I'm going to. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna take the risk. Look, I'm back. Look at all the folk here. There's a machinist here, there's a scrap collector. Man, there's tons of folk here waiting for us. That's the child mask that we start with. That's little Saima, who we thought was a pest at the beginning. I should speak to Jotty when I'm ready for the choosing ceremony. Hilaria, hey Sable. It's strange how children change so much over such a short period. Hilaria has grown, but she'll always be a child to me. Hilaria subconsciously stands a little taller and prouder. As I say the words, I can't help but smile, remembering all the times adults would say, "Oh, how you've grown," to me as a child. Yeah, it's always such a big step in any game. Well, you've not grown at all. I haven't grown. I can climb way higher now. Zeki hates it. It's great. It feels like a hollow defensive statement, but it's also true. Hilaria doesn't look convinced. Saima will leave for her gliding soon, but at least you'll be back now. I don't have the heart to tell her that I might not stay with the Ibexii. There's still time to decide, so I hold back. So I think we gotta run around and talk to everybody. Whoops. Halal. Oh, Sable, it's so good to have you home. I've thought about you so much. Just imagining all the excitement. Every time we passed a cliffside, I thought, I bet Sable's just hovering everywhere. I ask Halal what they think of the climber's mask. They light up straight away, which I think I should have expected. A brilliant mask. There's a lot of really good masks, obviously, but climbing? If you ask me, the worst part of the gliding's end is losing the perpetual stone. To hover forever, to fear nothing from heights or falls, that is an uncommon freedom, and you have to let it go. To me, climbing is the closest thing one gets to keeping that connection between oneself and the perpetual. Just as the stone does, it banishes fear and risk and lets you explore the world's greatest vertical spaces with knowledge and fortitude. I think it's a great mask and probably would have been my choice had I not fallen so much in love with the Ibexii. I thank Halal for their thoughts, and again for the stone they gave me so long ago. Okay. Being back with the Ibexii is more comfortable than I expected. I think I thought the gliding would change every part of me and that I would come home different. Perhaps more mature or more jaded, or at least able to grasp more of Driss's jokes or Halal's poetry. The actual change, I think this is Jati actually, we don't want to talk to her yet. The actual change is more subtle, and it's that, somehow, despite spending so much time discovering the world beyond, I've never felt more like a part of this clan. And it isn't about being Ibexii or which mask I ultimately choose. It's simply that I no longer feel so behind everyone, or like they know some grown-up secret I learned to understand. I feel embraced, wholly, as a person I am, as the person I am, Sable. So now we've heard your stories, or at least the ones you're happy to tell. That means it's nearly time now. Jati Sai is contented. I expect that she was more concerned with my experience of the gliding than the grand choice at the end, and for that I am grateful. I'm not ready yet. I want to talk to everyone else first. I tell Jati I'm going to speak with some of the others before I go to the temple. She shoos me away. Of course, go on. Just come back when you're ready. Hello, Sable. Is there something I want to discuss with Driss? How's the clan been? I asked Driss how it's been managing with the clan while I was gone. Chaotic as ever, which I think you should be pretty happy about. I asked Driss why he thinks I'd want that for him. Because it means it wasn't you. I asked Driss what he means. I mean that you left on your gliding and things stayed exactly as chaotic as they've always been, which means I opt not to suggest that it means Driss himself is so scattered that everything will always feel chaotic. I really have matured. You're not the problem. How nice for me. All right, Jati, let's go. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Maybe I should choose the Ibex mask. I tell Jati that after everything, I'm thinking about choosing the Ibex mask and staying with the clan. You'd be welcome to stay with us. I know there's a lot of pressure to choose something else. So much that it sometimes feels boring to choose the very mask you started with. But all of us were gliders once, and certainly not all of us were Ibexi when we started. We are those who walk in hoof steps and seek our freedom in the desert. We know the movement, the flow of migration, the joy of changing skies and shifting sands. We embrace difference and celebrate connection all at once. I'm proud to be Ibexii, and you may be too. I thank Jati for putting it so nicely. She leans in for a whisper. And if you aren't, you can still come visit. I won't tell. All right, I'm ready, you guys. I tell Jati I'm ready. She nods. I won't keep you, Sable. If you know what you want, then all I desire is to learn what that is and celebrate it with you. I'm allowed to be excited too, aren't I? She chuckles. Whenever you're ready, proceed to the temple. I think it's over there. There we go. It's over here. Maybe it was just that. It was just that it was dark. Oh yeah, here we go. Cutscene. The game wouldn't let me just walk. It said you must ride. I'm telling Sea Moon what? Goodbye? Don't we get to keep her? We're having a moment communing with our bike. Maybe we don't get to keep her. Well, other people have bikes. Why wouldn't we get to keep ours? I protest. All right, here we go. Because you didn't choose that mask. Cool. You know, you kind of wonder the little bit of lore that you've learned, how that led to all of this with the choosing and oh, what happened? Oh, cutscene started. I'm like, my girl just disappeared right in the middle. Yeah, you kind of wonder how this grew out of sort of the legend and the lore of what we know about the people that came before, hundreds of years before, how this whole masking and choosing and gliding and everything, like how that was created. The mask part we know, but we don't really know anything else about it. So here are all the masks that we've found. Clearly we can't choose the ones we didn't get. Okay. So, doesn't look like you can choose the little worm mask. It's just random. Do I want to choose the ibex mask? Would I be happiest staying here with the ibexii? Yes. How could I go anywhere else when all I want is here? The gliding is freedom and 1,000 little moments with 100 different people, but it's also lonely, and travel is only really as good as the ones you travel with. I want to walk the path of the ibex, and I want to do it with Yachty, with Driss. Oh, okay. That's interesting because that horrible worm thing is actually the chub with Halal and Sizzo. Well, Sizzo was gone. And yes, even with Sima. It's easy to get used to a place and stop seeing the joy in it, or to imagine that you've been somehow cast in a life so boring it can't possibly be worth exploring further. But going into the world beyond me made me better love the small one I have here. I mean, they're nomads, so they still are traveling. I will not just be Sable. I will be Ibexii, and I will be proud. I think that's what I want. I don the mask of the Ibexii. It fits perfectly. All right, here we go, you guys. This really has been such a cool game. I am so glad that I played it. Oh, now we're giving our gliding stone back. No, I want to keep it. I shan't release it. Got her little shower shoes on. All right, I come out with the Ibexii mask. No more gliding. Oh, that's it.